take a stab here. I'm going to try to do a vlog with the window or the sunroof open. I do have the windsock on the mic. I am completely unaware of what any of this sounds like, so let's give it a go. We're finally getting some multi-degree weather here, so I am trying to enjoy it. So, topic today, German-like. I hear that a lot. I don't really like it. Oh. A lot of people say American cars have become German-like. And then you see the reviews. I don't know if you guys watch a lot of reviews, but I do. Specifically because I like Subaru WRX fan. I like how he does his videos. I like how he edits. I like his personality. I like his consistent quirks, his cheeky little giggle he does. Like, everything he does makes reviews for me. Like, it makes me enjoy the review. And when you've watched him for a while, you know when he's being honest and you know when he's not. And he's, in my opinion, he's always been very honest. When he's really thrilled with a car or really does what he wants it to do or anticipates it to do, it's all over him. And I love that. So you see him review a lot of European cars, BMWs, Audis, things like that. And, it has that German likeness, the German styling, and the German this, and the German that, and the German the other. But I feel like a lot of people, because the new American muscle cars are more like sports cars, and they handle better, and they look better, and they perform better, and they're built better, they get tagged in as German-like. Like, they're now building cars like the Germans build cars. And I don't disagree, or I don't agree with that at all. Like, I don't think this is anything like an Audi or more like an Audi than the old versions were. I think this is just the natural evolution of the American car. If you took... Sounds like there's an alarm going off or something. If you took every single genre of Camaro and you drove them back to back from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 6, you would honestly say that every single genre is evolutionary, is better than the previous. You know what I mean? So I can't say that they've, ripped off the Germans or they're copying the Germans or anything. They're building better American cars the way American cars are built. People think this car has poor visibility. It's because the Americans just don't care. It looks cool. It has the personality that it should have. So it is what it is. Whereas the Germans, they get much more like, it has to have the visibility. It has to have this. And I mean, could you imagine if you took the Audi R8 and chopped it up to have the, squatty windows like this car has? Like, it would look like a spaceship, like something from the future. And I feel like the American cars have always had that certain likeness. And I've seen Jay Leno mention it a number of times, that most auto manufacturers try to build a non-biased, gender-neutral car. It's not exciting, it's not boring, it's just a car that is on the market competing for its bracket. Whereas the American cars, like the Challenger, which is just a big boaty car, why doesn't Chrysler make it smaller? Why don't they make it lighter? Because they don't care. The car is what it is. The Camaro, visibility, whatever else, a plastic dash up here. Why don't they get rid of the scratchy plastic? Because they don't care. They put the money into the drivetrain. The Mustangs hitting crowds. They're putting a crowd mode in. But still, they don't care. It is what it is. Why is the Camaro more priced than the Mustang? Because they're not trying to head-for-head compete. They're building the car they're building. It's worth what it's worth, and you either want that car or you don't. Whereas I feel like the Germans, they try to play a little bit more, and they run on a certain, prestige level. You drive the German car, you're more successful, or you're more this, or you're more that. And I guess I just don't get caught up in all of the PR and the social cues that go along with things. I could very, very happily own Chevrolets for my entire life. Always wanted a Corvette. Told the salesman when I was 3 years old, when my dad was in buying his Astro minivan, that I wanted to buy a Corvette. I knew it was a special car, but obviously I know nothing about it. I'm 3 years old. I'm now, I'll be 28 this year. I own a Camaro, a very, very nice Camaro. I can't say I want to own Camaros for my whole life, unless I had the financial means to own multiple nice cars, as well as perhaps a more practical utility daily driver, and not have just one car, and perhaps a higher spec version of this car, like a ZL1 or a Z28. But I don't know. I guess I don't like when I hear people talk about the car, even if they're not talking about me and they're just talking in general, or they see my car. Or, I mean, a lot of times I will see just people going, oh, did you see that red Camaro in the parking lot? It's really like the German BMW M whatever with this spec. And then it's like, no, it's not. It is just the best Camaro they've ever built, with the best options and spec and performance and comfort. And they have very nicely integrated and utilized technology to better the car and fix character flaws, that it had before. And that's all it is. If you took some of the tech from this car, like the Mag-Ride and that, and you put it in a 5th gen SS, I mean, it would handle better, it would perform better, and it would have been a more well-rounded muscle car. I mean, I'm very disappointed I missed out on the 5th gen era. I know I could have very easily bought a 5th gen, but I really wanted to buy the most modern Camaro I could. That was this car, and when you get push comes to shove, when the model year is ending, you can't beat the deals you're getting. So I ended up with this. So if you take anything away from this, know that if you own a Camaro, you would like a Camaro, a Mustang, a Challenger, you are buying a personality. You are buying that American dream. And you're not buying the German equivalent of what an American car is. They really are still as good and bad as they ever were. And they will probably always be there. And we save money when they compare this car to vehicles worth double. And I mean, it's a really like splitting hairs as to what you prefer, and you have to nitpick a few degrees of visibility as to which car is better. I mean, that's when you know that the Americans really, really are letting the engineers do the work, and they're not just all about the dollars and cents in marketing. And I approve of that. So until next time, thank you very, very much for tagging along. I am having an absolute blast making these videos, and it's nice to talk to somebody other than myself, because that gets a little bit weird. So until next time, take care and have a fantastic day.